Check this out, guys. We got a ton of stuff done today, but the main thing was this massive boulder retaining wall. We got tons of plant pockets in here that are gonna get filled with topsoil. We're gonna add a bunch more dirt to kind of like naturally grade this out into the existing lawn. I'm sure they're gonna plant grass right up to the base of the wall, but they do have some pockets for maybe some creeping plants, some thyme or juniper, something like that, maybe a bunch of sedum. Who knows what they're gonna decide to do, or maybe they'll have us do it. I'm not sure yet. But we wanted to make sure that we got our elevation change to create that berm for our waterfall. So this is just the first level. As we excavate the pond, we're gonna continue to fill this up, get it all the way up to the top of these stones. And then once the pond's built, we're gonna switch our attention to the waterfalls, and we're gonna come up another level with another row of large boulders. We're probably gonna get up 24 inches to create our berm for the waterfalls. And we've got a ton of cascades. I'll show you in the drawing in a second. This waterfall is gonna be seen from all the windows in the house, this huge outdoor living room they're building, as well as a seating area, fire pit section across the yard. So this is gonna be a very dramatic set of waterfalls, water crashing everywhere. And we're gonna have close to 15,000 gallons per hour flowing through this section. It's gonna be super awesome. But let's go look at that drawing real quick and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Check this out, guys. So this is the concept sketch for this backyard pond. We've got massive waterfalls going in, big boulder retaining walls. You can see the arborvitaes that are here in the original stacked slate wall. Water's coming right up to the edge of the foundation of the new structure. It's gonna be awesome. There's some things in this drawing that aren't actually going in this project. Like I said, this was a concept, but we got a ton of work done today. So we filled in the entire area where the old pond was and the new pond is going. I did scrape a little bit of dirt out because we built our boulder retaining wall and we started backfilling that and compacting it, getting ready to go up another level of dirt. So we did accomplish a ton of stuff today. And it puts us in a good spot. Tomorrow we are going to completely excavate the pond and get our fabric and our liner in place and get ready for setting rocks. Check this out. We are standing in the bottom of the pond right now. This is the deepest part. This is 2.5 feet deep. We've got the majority of the pond roughly excavated. You can see we've gone all the way to the footing wall of this new outdoor living room. We're gonna fix our liner to there and we're gonna stack slate right up against there. So when you're sitting inside and you look over the wall, you're gonna look right down into the water. This section right here, this is a 1 foot deep section. It goes all the way around. We changed some things up. Instead of doing an intake bay, we're actually gonna do a pump vault and a skimmer. We wanted to increase the size of the pond, so we got rid of the intake bay and we're changing it up. So skimmer's gonna go in there. We've got our fish cave excavated right here. This is the new hidey hole for the fish. This section is also 1 foot deep. Over here, this is going from edge height all the way to the bottom. So this is a straight down drop to the deepest part. They got a big wide open area over here, but we have to leave this section of the pond unexcavated because we need to get our machine as close as we can over here in order to set our massive boulders on this side of the pond. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna clean this all up, get it all prepped, get our fabric in, our skimmer set in place, line this, and leave all the extra liner rolled up on this side, right in here, so we can drive our excavator right in and reach out and build this half of the pond first. Once this is done and we don't have to reach over here with the machine anymore, then we can back the machine up, dig the rest of this pond, which is maybe like a third of it left, and then we'll be able to set all of this from back there. And if you walk with me, you can see from this vantage point, looking this way, there's orange paint on the ground. You can see the rest of the pond that needs to be excavated. So this section down here, this will be another 1 foot deep section. It's going to go right up to the wall over here, just like it does on that side of the plant island. And our waterfalls are going to be back here. So once the pond's all rocked in, we'll be able to set some massive boulders in place up here, get ourselves another 2 feet of elevation, fill this in with soil, and get our waterfalls to start in here and face this way. I think the family is going to end up planting a tree right here, kind of behind the waterfalls to the right, to give a little bit more shade to this area. It's pretty sunny in the afternoon, and they did have to take a tree down to put this pond in, so they're going to put something else here in its place. But you can see all the spoils from this excavation filled this area in nicely. We've got ourselves to grade. Everything's backfilled. We even did a bunch of dirt work over here on the retaining wall. So we started adding some soil that has to be raked out and feathered, but we filled in those plant pockets. We hid the face of the bottom stones, and we're just kind of bleeding the soil into the existing landscaping. So it's a nice, smooth transition. It's looking awesome. If you guys remember how short this area was originally, the soil was about this high and slowly pitched that way. So this is a good 3 feet of fill in this area, nice and compacted. It was a lot of dirt to get this filled in like this. So the plan for the rest of the day, we're going to get that skimmer in place. Then we're going to pick up our trash. As we're progressing through the week, we bring stuff home with us so we don't have so much to do at the end of the project. So a little bit of stuff comes home every day. So a bunch of this trash we'll bring home, get it in the dumpster, and get ourselves ready for tomorrow. We'll get that liner in place and start setting some boulders, which is super exciting.